Hey guys, jayvee here, and today we've got a new update on the Odin Rune's mystery in Valhalla. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more videos just like this. On the channel, we've been following a lot of mysteries lately, which makes sense because we're all just waiting around for river raids. But I need to make an update video because we found a fourth Odin Rune hidden in the world in Valhalla. And we now have confirmation that this is a legit mystery. This is real that we're looking for from Ubi. This is a story that we've covered over the last several videos. So just in case you missed any of those, click the cards on the screen now to catch up. Now that we as a community have solved the Nodin's Ark mystery, we can fully focus on the Odin runes, and we wouldn't have a new lead without Andrew, so I wanted to say big thanks to him for emailing me the location of the fourth rune, which you can find in Hamptonshire. It's in the northwestern part of the region, so if you fast travel here and then travel west to a Saxon stronghold named Uffentun, almost directly south from the main gate is this rock face, and if you climb down right here, you'll find the fourth rune. And guys, I don't know how Andrew spotted this, but this is such a well-hidden rune. And just like all of the other ones, I tested this one. Nothing seems to activate it. There's no sound cue like we found on the East Anglia Elvenham rune, so I don't really know what to do here, but hey, here we have it. There is a fourth rune in Valhalla. And to me, it's just a matter of time. I think we're gonna keep finding runes. It's just a matter of more people knowing that these are out there. Now you may be wondering, is this legit? Are these just an Easter egg out in the world? After I confirmed the fourth location here myself, I tweeted out Andrew's findings and discussed this a bit with Marco over at Access the Animus, who now believes, we found 4 of these, that there has to be something here. Then, just for fun, on the off chance that he'd actually respond, I tagged Darby McDevitt and asked, do we have something here? Is this legit? And then he replied not long after saying that we have indeed found something. So, I take this to mean that what we found is legitimate and not some random Easter egg, some random occurrence, something that was just left in the game and has no meaning or no purpose. These runes were placed here for a reason. After Darby's response, I absolutely believe this. We're onto something here. But what it's leading to, I have no clue. Is this a new weapon? Is this an armor set? Something like that? I have no idea. I know that there are some hidden weapons and hidden pieces that people have found in the files, especially on the PC version, that this might point to, but I'm not ready to pinpoint exactly what this is supposed to unlock. Before we dive into theories, let's go over what we know so far. We've got 4 Odin runes out in the world, and here they are in the order that we found them. First, we have one in Grantbridgeshire at the very top across from Ravensthorpe. It's embedded kind of in the rock here, but you can, walk over it. The second is in Sussex, and it's west of the Brimcliff Monastery. So this one is the one with the weird hidden room behind it, and you can get underneath the map. It's very strange. The third one is in East Anglia, west of Elvenham. This is very close to a fly agaric. This is the one that plays a little sound once you walk over it every single time, at least in my game. And then the fourth one we just found here in Hamptonshire, south of Uffentun. I took a screenshot of the map and made some dots where these are located on the map, and I'm not positive that this makes any specific shape. We'll talk more about that in just a second. As many of you have pointed out though, there could easily be more runes. In fact, I expect there to be more just because of how this situation has, evolved. So I just want to throw it out there. You guys have already done this, but if you want to search for these Odin runes, don't hesitate to send pictures of runes to me on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. All of that information is on the screen now. Links are in the description below if you want to reach me directly. If you guys have friends that play Valhalla, feel free to pass the word, retweet this, whatever you want to do, share it with friends. I really want to find the rest of these runes and solve this mystery. If the first 4 runes that we found are any indication of what we're going to find with the rest of them, they're all embedded in rock. So that is where I would look. Half of them have been embedded in a rock face that you can climb on top of, and the other half have been just kind of more in the ground where you can walk on top of them. Based on what we've found so far, this is what I believe. There has to be more runes than these 4. I think Valhalla is way too big, and these are way too well hidden for us to not have missed some. And I think if we keep looking, we're going to keep finding more. I also believe that there's one way to activate these runes. There is a method to activate them, and we will know when we've done something right in a pretty obvious way. And the reason I'm pointing that out is I don't think this is something where you like blow your horn on the rune or you whack this wall at a certain time of day. I don't think it's something like that. I'm thinking once we know how to activate these, maybe they'll glow, or we'll get a specific audio cue like we found on one of them, to signal, hey, you've done something right. Since these runes signify like Odin's illusionary rune, illusions, camouflage, deception, a lot of you have suggested that this is connected to Loki because a lot of that messaging relates directly to what Loki's all about. And I even got a message from Short on Instagram saying, hey, the rune is literally shaped like an L. Whether that's just a coincidence or not, I do think there's something here. And however this is activated, it's certainly related to the more mystical side of Valhalla because it is an Odin rune. I've also seen suggestions that the answer lies in Jotunheim or Asgard. Maybe you activate something there and then come back and find these runes. Some of you have told me that you've searched around in those regions but found nothing so far. I guess the good thing is that those regions are not super big, so if we want to search around there, it's a little more self-contained compared to like looking in England. And another place to look would be Norway or Vinland. I personally haven't gone and looked in those locations, but hey, could be something there. I wanted to highlight a couple of theories that may or may not have anything to do with this, and a lot of them are suggested by you guys. So first off, I got a DM from Ashley on Instagram suggesting maybe we could overlay the rune, like the actual rune, onto the map, and maybe that would point to new locations of runes, compared to the ones that we've already found. And since this is a scavenger hunt, I mean, yeah, why not? That's a pretty sound idea. There is some issues though with scaling, and I've tried to do this in Photoshop and it's just a little bit finicky to get to work properly. So I'm not sure that this is the answer. The next one, you guys have pointed out that maybe the sound that you get from stepping on the rune in East Anglia means there's a sequence, like this is a pressure plate and then we need to go around to the other runes and activate them in order. I did try this and unfortunately it just didn't work for me. After stepping on the East Anglia plate, I went and fast traveled to each other location and didn't get a sound cue after that. While I do really like the idea that maybe these are in some order, Corby on my Discord server pointed out the fact that they had some friends that discovered that sound effect actually plays when you're in other parts of the Elvenham rune location. Meaning that it's not actually because we're stepping on it, which is a little disappointing for me. I was really kind of hanging my hat on that, but yeah, we're kind of back to square one on that theory. Next, there's this idea of looking at the 4 rune locations and trying to find a center between these. And I went in Photoshop and yeah, found this cross connected the opposite points, which lands us here in Oxenfordshire. North of Linforda is a small Saxon camp. There's not a lot of rocks here, and I didn't find anything, and basically I don't think that we're looking for the center of all these points. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be that we just need more runes in order to get to the center, but so far this hasn't turned up anything. And then a final theory is more of a debunking. I've gotten so many messages about the fact that you can get underneath the map on the Sussex rune. If you go to the back part of this cave here, drop down to the left, you can get underneath, and I've done this myself. And while you can do this, to me this has no significance to the mystery unless there's another rune underneath here or a map that points to other rune locations. I just don't see the fact that we can get underneath the map here as being relevant to our mystery. There's nothing to connect the dots there. It just feels like an exploit. However, I will say that this empty cavernous room, it's gotta be something, right? And this makes me think that perhaps this is the final destination of our rune mystery. Maybe once we found all of the runes, they will lead us to here, and whatever we're trying to uncover or unlock will be located in this cavern. But for now, that is all I know on this mystery. Again, if you guys want to look for this yourselves, so many of you have sent me questions and little theories. It's been awesome to read. You can send those to jayvee on YT on Twitter, jayvee.yt on Instagram, or on our Discord server, discord.gg/jayvee on YT. Links for all of those are in the description below. If you're enjoying these mystery videos and you haven't already, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive live notifications so you're staying up to date and you don't miss the next one. Big thanks to my YouTube members, Ultra fans Dave, Grass, Deadwalker, Bill, Cam, Jacob, and Cullen. Super fans Kamal, Casey, Tipsy Sergey, Tarl K, Ryan, and Tia. Fans John, Matthew, Spyro, JVO, Level 42, Joe, Lil Man, and Bloodsky. And supporters Nos, Nightmare, Sung, Taryn, Adam, Blaze, Mr. Hollow, Quickness, Firkin, Abhishek, Rivi, John, and Jennifer for supporting the channel. If you want to support me further, click the join button below this video. In exchange for your support, you'll unlock custom badges, emotes, and monthly play sessions with the community. Check the link in the description for more information. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.